Let me begin tonight with a definition of terms, one that rolls off the tongue quite easily in Kenya today: bridges. Building bridges, to be precise. Now, the term building bridges means to improve relationships between people who are different or do not like each other. And ironically, there seems to be a lot of noise about people who keep purporting to be mending fences. So loud is the noise that one would think we care about all manner of bridges and everything that is important in this country. So let me paint the picture for you. Here were leaders in Western Kenya clamoring for two rallies, one in support of and another in opposition to the Building Bridges initiative. One meeting was to happen in Kakamega, another in Mumias. Now, while they were bickering back and forth, shouting themselves hoarse, thumping their chests about a proverbial bridge, an actual bridge was needed by some of the most vulnerable members of our society. The situation couldn't be more stark. In case you missed it, please take a look at the footage. This is exactly what is happening. You see, children of Petros Primary School in Mumias couldn't be bothered by the loud talk about virtual bridges. They need an actual bridge. You see, they swim across River Lusumu every day on their way to school. Now, they don't have the luxury of extra clothes or speedboats, let alone the choppers that their leaders use to rallies to talk about building bridges. So they have to take off all their clothes, swim to the other side, dress up again so that they have dry clothes for school. This, as you may imagine, takes some time. So they get late for school. Now, ironically, this swimming to school on a river without a bridge was happening when politicians were bickering about, you guessed it, a bridge. In fact, the area MP, Benjamin Washali, was among those who was involved in the planning of a rally that was to take place in Mumias, in the same constituency where children were forced to do the unthinkable just to get an education. But I want you to listen to him because he has a rather simple solution for the situation.
We are pushing the county government to help us do food bridges. Meanwhile, I want to just urge the parents to ask to keep children away from the river.
Wow, really? So, sir, what of those already enrolled in those schools? You see, to these children and the residents, it really matters little whether there's a prime minister's post, a powerful executive, an expanded executive. It matters even less whether we have a super shiny highway from the airport to Westlands if they cannot even cross a river to get to school, to go about their business in the most normal way possible. Yet all their leaders are too busy, and each one of them is passing the buck. Nobody seems to have known about it, from the Ministry of Education, the county government, the area MP, member of county assembly, senator. No one. And yet when the time comes, these children will be expected to compete nationally with their counterparts who take the school bus. Oh, what a privilege. Ladies and gentlemen, you know it is a broken system when we can easily find and allocate a reported 10 billion shillings for that proverbial bridge, but have debates over an actual bridge. Let's get our priorities right. For who can trust the same leaders to build the so-called bridges between Kenyans if they can't fix a small bridge across a small river to enable Kenyan children go to school? And that is my take tonight.